Laugh at life, man. You ain't laughing, you ain't living, baby.
It's your boy Isaac, aka G.
It's your boy Mo.
Ooh, yeah. Check out Fat, y'all. Welcome back to Laugh at Lavi. It's your boy Isaac.
It's your boy Mo.
And we got a special guest today. We got our homeboy, our Ace Boom crew,
Let's say
family.
Day one
Family members, supporters of this show of Laugh at Lavi. Our man Nate Bull's on the show today, man. What's up, my boy?
What's happening, people? What's going on?
Yes, sir. Remember when we first started this season, we said that we're gonna bring on guests who we felt have impacted us or definitely supported us and given us, you know, that oomph that we need to keep going, you know, the just keep doing what we're doing at Laugh at Lavi. And one of the main people that me and Mo thought of was making sure that we brought on this man right here. So we definitely want to bring on one of our main supporters of our show, and we're going to definitely find out and dive into what this man gets into, what he does.
For sure.
Honestly speaking, we would have had him on earlier, but like the man's been in Africa for like 2 weeks. He's been traveling around, so we about to get into all this, all right? But before we do that, y'all already know what time it is. We're about to get into prayer, and then once we get into the prayer, we're about to get into the show. Father God, thank you. Thank you for bringing us here. Thank you for bringing us, helping us bring on our partner, Nate. I pray for this show today. I pray for the things that we talk about, that it would bring the people at home watching this show laughter, but also that we would speak your truth, Lord. But again, like we said, do it in laughter and love. We love you, Father. We thank you for all you do. It's in your name we pray.
Amen.
What's up, my boy?
Hey, man, what's happening? What's going on?
Dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you living, man? Like, first and foremost, if you don't mind sharing, so at Laugh at Lavi, we're a show that we want to connect with all different ethnicities and cultures and stuff like that. So if you are of a different ethnicity, you mind telling us what you know, who you represent?
No, I'm black.
All the way.
Yeah, all the way.
I love it.
I was told a long time ago that my great grandmother may have been like half Indian.
Okay.
But as far as I know, it's at least 90% black.
Got you. So in other words, when you get pulled over, they definitely tell you to keep your hands on the steering wheel.
I obey all traffic laws at all times. Obey all traffic laws at all times.
Hey, them boys is outside too, dog. Driving here, bro. Them boys were outside. I don't know what's going on with state troopers right now, but bro, whoever's outside right now, man, be careful.
Please.
If you know you're not doing the right thing, do the speed limit, my boy.
And put your
and please put the seatbelt on, dog. Hey, what is that? 12, 10 and 2?
10 and
2. Make sure it's 10 and 2 out there, man. So, all right, man. So, what's going on, man? So, okay, you were in, I remember, like I said, we spoke to you. You were in Africa for 2 weeks. Where in Africa did you go to?
I went to Cape Town, South Africa for 4 nights.
Okay.
I went to Nairobi, Kenya for 4 nights. And then I went to Cairo, Egypt for 4 nights.
Was this like just a solo type of vibe, or was this like an experience that you was trying to get into? Like
90% of my trips are solo.
Okay.
Because I'm a very fortunate individual. I get to go a lot of places and do a lot of things. At times other people maybe can't.
Got you.
So when I book a trip, it's not dependent on somebody else. It's I'm going, and if you want to go, you can, but I'm going regardless.
I love that, dog. I love that. So we're gonna have to jump into this too. What is it that you do? Like, what is it that you do for a living, or why are you so fortunate to have these opportunities?
So first things first, I want to go back to something you said about supporting you all's show. Anybody who's doing something positive and has a dream, regardless of whether they're family or not family, I want to support anybody that's doing something good for themselves, that's not taken away from their own family legacy, and they're not hurting themselves and not being detrimental to their health. So that's why I wanted to support you guys.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
But my whole 100%. Family is, my family values education a lot. So I was born into a 2-parent home, both very well educated. And I play the credit card game.
Okay.
I play the credit card game very, very well.
Gotcha.
And I've all but mastered that. And that's how I'm able to travel the world at little to no cost.
So anybody that may, hopefully if Nate's willing to, y'all might want to tap in with this man. We're definitely going to put his social media information in there. I don't know if he charges a fee. That's on y'all. I don't know what's going on there. I'm just, if y'all trying to tap in, obviously my man's doing what? The man was in Africa for 2 weeks. That ain't cheap. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, we're gonna tap in with them too. We're gonna figure out what's going on. We're gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, see if we can get some type of, you know, things moving on Laugh Out Lavi, put some more stuff out here. Don't worry about that. But okay, man, so that's awesome. So you grew up in a 2-parent household, which is dope. I grew up in a 2-parent household as well.
Same here.
And so did he. So it's funny that you grew up in that household. So we're going to get into a more of different conversations in terms of like the way that love was shown in your household. And then we'll definitely tell you how love was shown in our household and see if it either matches up or it's a little bit different. So that's going to be cool. But besides that, man, thank you for letting our Laugh Out Lavi audience get to know you a little bit. But now we're going to get to the show, man. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's get it. So first and foremost, I don't know if y'all seen this over the weekend, man. I ain't going to lie. I don't know if this the petty side of me, but I'm just a little bit happy to see these people happiness during the summertime. Because, you know, summertime is usually when, like, people are single, not trying to mingle. They outside, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing, getting into shape. But have you seen what's been going on with Tiana Taylor and Aaron Pierre? No? Dave, yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, get that ready. Go ahead, fellas. Nate, there's some headphones right there for you. So you're gonna see
Aaron Pierre? That's
yes.
I gotta watch out for that guy right there.
Yes. Don't worry about it no more. After you see this.
This should be interesting.
Y'all back? Y'all okay now? These girls ain't got no crush. Aaron Pierre is gone.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's off the list. You gotta feel happy about that. I know you do. I want to hear what you gotta say about that.
There was a little, you know, I didn't have no issues with, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that, you know, I probably say when the year started, right, when he was like he was on like all the movies coming out, right?
Not even all the movies. Like once he came out with the
Rebel Ridge,
and then he came out with Mustafa.
Mufasa, yeah.
I said Mustafa. Mufasa. Right. He came out with that. It was when they did the Aaron. You saw that, right? The Aaron, bro. So Nate,
it's like a sex symbol in a sense.
You've been gone for 2 weeks. We got to update you. So the man went on Jennifer Hudson's show. You know who Jennifer Hudson is, right? So he went on her show. So usually she has like this walkout introduction where like she hypes the people, her guests up before they come. I think we might have to adapt that to Laugh Out Lavi. See how that goes. But yeah, so he's walking out the tunnel and like she has her whole staff like lined up against the wall, both walls. And they're like, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. And he's like doing a dance. Bro, for like about 2 weeks?
I'm about to say damn near a month.
Hottest thing on the internet. Women are going crazy. They even, listen, I don't know if you listen to Haitian music. They edited it and added a Haitian song background to it to make it look like he was dancing. Like compa. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
To the point where like everybody was just drop dead Aaron Pierre. Now,
I'm trying to figure out how this even came about to be though. Like,
well, I mean, obviously he wanted it to be because he kissed her on camera. And Aaron, I'm proud of you. It's Tiana Taylor though. Like
Tiana Taylor, but she got body for days, man. I ain't gonna lie.
What about her face?
Oh, she's very beautiful too. But like, what come out? I'm just saying, what caught my eye? Like, my attraction to her was her body. That's what first caught my attention. But she's a very beautiful woman though.
All right. So matter of fact, ladies, I'm gonna ask this for y'all just in case. Hey man, you single, bro? You know what I'm saying? My man work out, you know what I'm saying? Kind of whatever. I don't know if he got a lady at home or not. If you do, my bad for saying this on camera already. I just apologize right now. But if not, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some of the ladies might want to know if you're single. Nate.
If they want to know, they can ask.
Okay.
That's at Nate.Bulls on IG. You're welcome. Let's go ahead and get into the next clip. I want to see y'all reaction for this right here too.
She look just like a bag of money. Every time she come, she said, "Can she have some money?" I said, "Can I get a threesome?" She said, "Boy, you funny." Well, you don't see me laughing, come flip that twat down on them honey. Tell her she bad, she look just like a bag of money. Every time she come, she said, "Can she have some money?" I said, "Can I get a threesome?" She said, "Boy, you funny." Well, you don't see me laughing, come flip that twat down on them honey. Tell her.
Well, you gotta I gotta hear my man out first. So I don't know if you know the backstory, so I'll give you a little backstory. Cardi was married to Offset, obviously. They're going through a divorce right now, publicly. And now publicly, well, it's been already alleged that she was fudging with this dude when she was pregnant with her child. And not only just fudging with this dude, like he was actually fudging, you know what I'm saying? While she had the baby in the tummy, you feel me?
That's crazy.
That's what allegedly is said. I don't know, Cardi. If you ever wanna pull up the Laugh at Lavi Cardi and explain, you can. I would love for you to be here. Stefan, you can pull up too. But yes, that's what allegedly said. Now, this is what's going on. Like I think they've made their relationship public by this. How do you feel about this? Because recently they posted a video of Offset's son. Cardi and Offset, they have kids. I think about 2 or 3.
Yeah, about that.
And he literally had the same hairstyle as Stefan Diggs.
I think that adults are going to do what adults want to do. I think that's first and foremost. And I wish them all the best.
Right.
Naturally, my only hope for them is that as public as their relationship is now, you hope that the organic connection can stay organic and not be as influenced as it may be because of the public attention.
Got you. So when you say the organic connection, you're talking about Cardi or Offset?
Cardi and Stefan.
Cardi and Stefan, the organic connection that they have, instead of it being... Well, my thing is, I think Stefan is kind of built for it, though. Because he is kind of like that high-profile athlete. He's kind of been in the limelight. I don't think that's going to really affect him. I think what he really needs to just be careful of and just make sure that he needs to, one, I don't think he should add fuel to the fire of whatever's going on between Cardi and Offset. You know what I'm saying? The haircut. Hey man, look.
You feel really like,
bro, look,
dang, that's a big disrespectful.
Look. I'm all for petty, dog. Understand something. When it comes to being petty, God forgive me. You know, if it wasn't for the blood of your son, Jesus Christ, petty is me. Like, so for me, I found you get me? But being that I am a father, you know what I'm saying? I know that's a jab. Like, you can't take that back and say that's not a jab. That's a jab right there. That's a straight up jab to me. Whatever that jab is or whatever you were trying to do, I felt it. So now my thing is, let's say, like you said, right? Let's say that you wanted to be organic. You still wanted to be a fruitful relationship between Stefan and her. How is Offset supposed to meet with you and not feel, you know what I'm saying? Cause cause now you got to explain what was that about. You get what I'm saying? And then maybe there was a conversation there, but go ahead.
And so 2 things. I think one, maybe it was or was not Stefan's idea. Maybe he had his braids done first, and then the son got the braids done second.
I want to look like Stefan.
Cardi handled that.
Oh my God!
Potentially. But yeah, it's 100%. It's 100% a jab,
bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's 100% a jab, and I think whoever orchestrated it knew exactly what they were doing, and I'm sure they got the reaction that they wanted.
Go ahead. You were going to say something.
No, this is all kinds of messy on every part.
On whose part?
All 3 of them. Okay. To be honest.
Well,
there's no.
Do you feel like Stefan could have been like, "Hey man, I get what you're doing, but nah, let's not do that."
I think he's with the shits.
That's what I'm saying. I think he is too.
But it's still all types of messy though. You know.
You know, I think that, because football players suffer from helmet syndrome,
right?
They generally speaking have to do more things to create a buzz than like a basketball player.
Gotcha.
So
that's interesting.
The attention,
the helmet syndrome. I know what you're talking about.
So the attention that a football player gets is more so warranted, whereas a basketball player just has to walk outside.
Right.
So the attention could be on purpose for him, but he just got a new deal with New England, I believe.
Right. 3 years, 60 some odd million. Right.
Right. So it may be intentional. It may be mutually beneficial, but I just hope everybody's safe and I hope everybody has a good time.
I totally get what you're saying. So I want to break this down to the Laugh at Lavi audience. So what he means by like the helmet syndrome is, so a lot of football players have this concept in their head because they play football, they wear a helmet the majority of the game. So when they go out in the public eye, unless you're the star quarterback, you're like one of the outstanding wide receivers. And usually if you're an outstanding wide receiver, it's not just you're an outstanding wide receiver. You got to look the part too. OBJ is not who he is if he didn't look the part. I'm not gay or nothing like that, but I'm not dumb either. I know that OBJ is a good looking dude. So you can understand that depending on who you are and the buzz that you create, how you look, what position you play, it builds a certain buzz for you. But like, you don't see offensive linemen being promoted in the NFL. You don't see that many tight ends being promoted in the NFL. You get what I'm saying? So what he's saying is a lot of football players, when they're off the field, that's when they usually, like, you see them at the club, they buying the bottles. They buying, you know what I'm saying, the sections or whatever, so like that.
Basically, it's filling in the gap, basically.
Right, because think about it. A basketball player, you don't got to do nothing. Bitch, you play every day.
They see your face.
They see your face on the screen every day. So literally, you can walk out in public and people know you as a basketball player as long as you getting your stats in or whatever like that. If you're getting at least 10, 15 minutes a game in the NBA, somebody gonna know you. But on the football field, you can play the whole game.
That's great. I just learned something.
You know what I'm saying? You can play the whole game and nobody knows who the hell you are because you play fullback. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever position that you play. So because of that, I think that's what you were trying to say. Like, I think you're trying to say, like, Stefan's trying to get the most bang from his buck because he knows that. I mean, Carter's she's a hot commodity, period. And she's a good looking woman. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and act like she's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and she has that, I think she has the personality that a lot of dudes
She's not boring.
Mess with, bro.
She's not boring, like, you know.
I think she has a lot of, like, I think she's a very intrigued, like, she's very intelligent to the point where dudes get, like, they look past all that other stuff and just like, yo, like, I'm drawn in by that. I think she has an aura to her, no lie, but yeah, man. Still, man, that's
man. Think about the kids. That's all.
No, that's the next. Yo, I was really thinking that too. Like, right. Bro, like, just think about the kids. Like, make sure you know what's important, because that's yeah. And my boy had the pink powder. Y'all saw that?
Oh yeah, on the boat.
Yo,
on the boat.
Come on,
that's
man.
crazy.
I don't know what that was, man. Hopefully that was like just some what was that? The candy where you. The dipping
dots.
Yeah,
it
was dipping dots. NFL. That was pink dipping dots.
Or pixie sticks.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was pixie sticks, man.
That's what it was.
They put a whole bunch of it in the thing in a bag, and they had it on the boat. All right.
And let's come out with some new shit every.
I don't know, but
that was my
so
favorite
y'all
candy.
been watching the NBA Finals?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about that game one?
Game one was legit. But I gotta ask, man. First and foremost, since you the guest, who you going for? Who?
Game one, I do not believe was going to be indicative of what the series will be.
Right.
Even after game one, I'm still saying OKC in 6.
What about OKC makes you go for OKC?
I think they're just as deep, if not more.
Okay.
I think they are younger and slightly more talented.
Okay.
And I think they're very well coached, and obviously Rick Carlisle's very qualified as well, but I think they're well coached. They're younger, they have home court advantage.
Right.
They won the most games in the regular season.
Right.
I say OKC in 6.
Okay.
I mean, I like that take, but you know, I'm gonna say Indiana in 7.
So you're saying Indiana gonna take them to 7?
Because like you said just because it's game one doesn't, like, you know, overtake to see, you know what I'm saying, how the whole series is gonna go. But at the same time, you know, they lost home court advantage, one of the games.
I mean, now.
And then honestly, you know, you know, like one thing about basketball is very fast paced. There's so much, like, you know, denominators when it comes to like actually trying to win the game.
Okay.
The fact that they lost a 14, 15 point lead and everything.
Right.
You know, granted they rested for like a week and a half.
Right.
But like,
I think they almost at the same time,
they
though.
didn't even play well. And Halliburton,
right?
He only like scored like 13 points.
Mm-hmm. And the first game, he had 7. I mean, yeah.
So like, I feel like, if the system works, the systems works. But at the same time, I'm not gonna knock off OKC. Very talented, like you said. They won the most games in the regular season. But I don't know. I'm really liking this Halliburton guy, bro.
So my take on it is this. I like your take about OKC and 6. I do think they're definitely a strong team. I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a beast.
Phenomenal, bro.
That dude is a beast, dog. Like
MVP.
He
nasty
is
work, bro.
Like a mini Kobe. Little things that he do, I'm like, the footwork, I'm like, okay, that footwork be nasty. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think he has a little bit more moves than Kobe had, you know, in terms of like being able to get.
The game has advanced.
You know what I'm saying? But like in terms of like his footwork, I think he gets most of his footwork and like what he does from Kobe. But I definitely think like that whole team as a whole, I think people underestimate how important Isaiah Hartenstein is to that team.
True.
His size, pause, but him being on the court like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it causes problems because now you give Chet a way to cheat. Chet is not a straight up 5. You know what I'm saying? He's a power forward. He's more of a guy that wants to help defend and block shots or whatever. And because of Hartenstein, when he's a 7-foot guy too, he can cause those issues. I think the problem for Indiana is that Halliburton gonna have to be a beast. Bro. Simple and plain. He's going to have to take this series over. He is going to be either the MVP or the culprit of this series. It's simple and plain. Because at the end of the day, the ball's in your hands the most. You dictate your offense. Rick Carlisle's a smart coach, so he's going to come up with different ways to try to isolate or minimize what Shai does. Or even if he can't minimize what Shai does, he's going to come up with a concept to at least stifle whatever the heck the other team can do. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to let the rest of the team beat him. We're going to be like, Shai, go for 30. But I'm not going to let Chet go for 20. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see Rick Carlisle doing that. But like in terms of like Hallie gotta go off, bro. Hallie needs to, from this point on, Hallie needs to average 25 and 10, bro. 25 points and 10 assists, bro. If he's not averaging that for the rest of this series, it's over in 5. Straight up and down. I don't even think it goes to 6 for OKC.
See, I don't know if Halliburton needs to get 25 because they're so deep.
They are.
And like, I think if the over under is like 240 and it's a higher scoring game, I think he needs 25. Mm-hmm. But if Halliburton gets like 21, 11 and 6, then I think that's good enough to win.
For sure. But what I'm trying to say is, what I mean by that is I feel like OKC is guarding Hallie to pass. Mm-hmm. So he has to be aggressive. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like, so in a word, he has to become a scorer right now before OKC says, okay, we're going to actually guard you to score instead of passing. Because they're looking at it, because he's a great point guard, bro. He gets all these guys active. He gets the whole team active. But the thing is, sometimes he doesn't get himself activated. And what happens is they're like, man, we know you. He penetrates but they're like, bro, we know you're going to pass it out. So now they're just looking to steal or whatever. And OKC's a great defense, but you can't give that ball up to OKC. Bro. It's a wrap.
Their defense is...
So like that's what I'm saying. I feel like he has to go for 25 and 10 because if he don't, like they're going to play you to pass, bro. They're playing you to pass right now. So you have to be aggressive. Not saying that he can't have a 25, 11, and 6 game, but I feel like the next couple of games he's going to have to come out there much more aggressive than he has the last couple of games. Like that 17 or 15, whatever he's been putting up, that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna work. Because like I said, that's 5 games.
Being at home in Indiana will help him. But like at the same time,
the whole team too. I think the whole team.
I think, but if OKC blows him out in game 3, then all the pressure's on Indiana in game 4. Mm-hmm. All of it. So
and you can't say that, and that's the thing. Like you can't. Like, okay, they were playing the Knicks, right? that was one of those things where literally when they went up 2-0 on the Knicks, I was like, man, they about to blow the hell out the Knicks right now when they go back to Indiana. Game 3. That's what I thought. Granted, Knicks won, but game 4, they blew them out. You knew that they were going to... I don't see that happening with OKC.
Neither do I.
Like, I don't see you going to Indiana and blowing OKC out by 25, bruh.
Nah,
like,
it's
they get them by 10, though.
Maybe.
They can get them by 10.
Yeah, like,
they
but like, or 25, just like, you just go crazy, like an onslaught. They're going to have to go crazy from... They're going to have to make at least 23s, bro.
20?
Yeah, they got to make 23s. They got to make 23s in that game. In game 3, to blow out OKC, 23s.
I'm looking at y'all perspective now. Maybe it might be OKC in 6, man. I don't know.
I'm telling you, bro. Like,
but I can't. You got to take account of that unknown factor.
Because Evan Turner can't make his own shot.
That's
the only other shot creator on that team is really like
I'm rooting for
Siakam.
Indiana, but
you get what I'm saying? Siakam can get his.
Siakam's legit.
But like besides that, Naismith, he looking for you to penetrate, drive, kick it out to him so he can hit that 3. Not saying that Naismith, listen, he a dagger for sure from the 3-point line. You know, they got daggers from the 3-point line, but I think Hallie is the main person to get that.
He's the clutch guy.
Started, right. So, but anyways, man, hey man, Nate, man, I appreciate that. You know, I like this is the first time we've had a very good conversation.
Like, man, it almost changed my mind with the
sports.
Like Indiana in 7, but dang, OKC, man.
OKC in 6. I bet you a nickel OKC wins game 3.
I'll take the nickel. I'll take the nickel bet. Why not? What's it? Wait, a nickel like an actual nickel? You talking about more than a nickel? It's just a different terminology that you use. Because with Nate, the man in the credit, so we know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart. You know what I'm saying?
I will bet you a singular U.S. dollar. A singular U.S. dollar.
A gentleman's bet. All right, I'm all right with that. That means we're gonna go out and watch the game on Wednesday.
No,
next game's on Wednesday.
Yesterday?
It's tomorrow. They play yesterday, so it's tomorrow, right?
The next game's on Wednesday.
No, wait, they're going to Indiana, right?
Yeah, so
yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Next game's Wednesday. All right, man, let's get into this, some of our topics. So let's talk about, we want to talk about men since we got all men on this thing. Let's talk about men and insecurities, man. Do y'all got some, man? Like, would you wish to share your insecurities?
No, so something happened, right?
Something happened.
Yeah. Okay. So let me break it down like this.
Okay.
So I'm out, I'm hanging with a female companion.
Okay.
We hanging, we watching the movie. And then like, you know, I don't know. It's just, you know, I don't care, but like you say, the context, right? So we watching the movie, we watching Sinners. Mm-hmm. And then like, yo, I know.
Don't tell me no parts in it because
I haven't
watched it.
That's crazy. You watched it. But crazy, anyways, listen. So everybody know Michael B. Jordan is like he's
a heartthrob.
Yeah.
All right.
I know this.
Right.
Don't like blatantly say in my face like, damn, it's fine as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fine as fuck. So now I'm like, dang. I'm playing it cool, but like, dude, I'm like, damn, I just
like she keeps saying that.
Yeah, she keep like going on, and I'm like, okay. Now, if the roles were reversed, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, you know, I probably like, you know, us as guys, we'll probably get heat. That's why we don't even think about saying like, damn.
So what you're saying is the fact that you were in there, she was open enough to just be like, oh, Michael B. Jordan, then he find us, I do this or whatever, where
that's
you feel like
that make you resent people.
But my thing
no
is,
reason.
when you feel like if you saw a chick on screen, like let's say
you can't even watch twerk videos around.
let's say you saw like Halle Berry or who's a crush you got?
Man, Carrie Hilson, man.
Carrie Hilson. So let's say you seen Carrie Hilson on screen and she had like a bathing suit on and you was just like, yeah, leave.
I'll just be in my head like, yo.
But what you're saying is you don't feel like you're safe to say that in front of her without her feeling the way.
No. Hell no.
Dang. Nate, how do you feel about that?
I think that, well, because context matters, one, was this your first time hanging out with this person?
Yeah, in a sense, like, yeah.
It could have been a test to where she was testing your insecurities.
Hey, look, I didn't say nothing. I'm
right. But at the end of the day,
though,
that's
like,
what you're saying, right? Okay, I like that.
It could have been a test where she's trying to evaluate, are you insecure about a movie star that's on TV? She wants to just, I think that it could have been a test.
Right? Okay.
So my thing is this, right?
What was the other thing? You said yes or no?
Yeah. So regarding you, if you say the same thing about like a girl, if the roles were reversed, how you say it and when you say it is going to impact what her reaction is going to be.
Okay.
But do you think that's fair?
I don't waste my time on what's fair. I waste my time on what is.
Right, what is. I feel what you're saying.
What is.
I think, for me, I think that I like what you said about the testing. I just also feel as though like, yeah, I think women know what they're doing when they do that. I think that, again, too, I think women also have this mindset that men have a thicker skin where like certain things shouldn't affect them. Like, because for a woman, she's going to think, and ladies, y'all always can put it in the comments, let me know if I'm wrong. But for a woman, I think she's always going to be like, oh, he's on TV, he's this. Like, I'll never see him in person, so why you tripping about it? You get what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, I get that, but it's like, bro, in a way, it's kind of like, if, God forbid, this dude was ever out on the street and he saw your girl and he had an eye for her and he said, come here.
It just goes back to
the
Usher concert situation.
Now you gotta think like, damn, is she gonna stay with him? Is she gonna be like, oh, no, I'm not gonna do this to my man? Is she gonna be like,
take it to the Usher concert.
I had to take that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I kind of get what you're saying because there's a lot of people that look like.
Is this really an insecurity though?
So I think it could be, depending on how you react.
Sure.
Yes, I think it could be
sure.
because if you
get mad every time, that's an insecurity.
Yeah, if a girl is pointing out something, or if anybody is pointing out something in somebody else that you as an individual want and or don't have, and you react negatively or with jealousy, then that could be seen as or taken as an insecurity. But if because you could have been being tested, if you acknowledge, respond, and move on, then she's gonna know that you're not bothered.
Exactly. I like that take. Go ahead, bro. Because you got something more to add on.
I get what you're saying, Nate.
Yes, go ahead.
But
it's just, okay. The respect factor.
Okay.
I feel like, if she say that she does this like often, that's no respect.
So you don't feel like she respects you if she keeps saying it.
And then I told you the way she was saying it, like,
okay, so my thing is this. Have you had the conversation with her, or maybe that's what you need to have a conversation where to be like, look,
oh, no.
So, but see that.
And I don't even think I will either.
Wait, but what I'm saying is like, do you think maybe it could be a conversation where it's just like, yo, no lie, like, I like how you describe like your men crushes or whatever like that. Are you okay with me doing the same? More than likely, she's not gonna be.
Wrong.
You already know that. Yeah, that's definitely the wrong move. That's the wrong move.
That's
definitely the wrong move.
Don't be putting boxing gloves on.
But I know that's kind of like how you're feeling, like what you would want to say to like find out what she would say, to find out the truth of it.
Do you want to be heard or do you want to get what you want?
Right.
Do you want to be heard and say how you feel, or do you want to get what you want?
I'm not trying to open that can of worms.
Do you want to get what you want? I like what he's saying.
Or do you want to get what you want?
Being heard is putting your feelings out there.
If you want to be heard, you may not get what you want.
Right.
If you want to get what you want,
you ain't gonna be heard.
You may have to sometimes
do some suckers. And we about to get into that sucker stuff in a little bit because that's the next conversation. That's the next conversation about some sucker stuff.
That. Do you want to be heard or do you want to get what you want?
And that's the thing for a lot of dudes, bro. Like a lot of dudes rather just get what they want. They don't want to be heard. Like,
is it they don't want to or they can't be heard? Because I ain't gonna lie,
that's a great question.
This is a really hot take, very controversial. But I'm not gonna say every woman. I'm not trying to generalize women, but they'll take anything. They'll take anything from you and then like weaponize it.
That is true. Has that ever happened to you? In terms of like a woman probably weaponizing
something that
you
confide to her,
you know what I'm saying? You trying to be like vulnerable or whatever you want to say, like just putting your guard down towards another, like a woman, and then like her turning it and being like,
I'm sure it has happened in the past. I just can't think of an example now, but maybe.
Right.
But most of that stuff, as guys, we tend to keep things close to the best, which is good to demonstrate that tough exterior. But, at the same time, mental health is a real thing.
Right.
And so you have to find an outlet somewhere with someone you can trust.
So my thing is this, Nate, right? Do you feel like men have a select few of friends where they can even have that outlet with them? Because like we had a show, like an episode the other day where we were talking about like, can guys be vulnerable around their guy friends? Can they come out and be like, yo, this hurt me? Like Mo being able to say that, like, bro, like this chick keeps bringing up Michael B. Jordan. That shit affects me. Like, I don't like it. And for guys to sit around and not clown him or laugh at him like, oh, you're being this or you're being that, or be like, nah, bro, I feel what you're saying, like, you know what I'm saying? And then like how you kind of came with different solutions or different sayings, you know, to make them understand like this might be that. Do you think that a lot of men do that? Like on a percentage scale, what would you say a lot of like guys doing that?
I think that if you have a group of friends, let's say 5 friends,
right,
and you can't have real world honest conversations about things that like bother you, whether it's personal, professional, social, financial, etc., then like, are you guys actually friends? So like, I think with your friends, you should be able to have conversations about like what bothers you in mental health and things like that without getting clowned. Now, at the same time, there have been some studies done where friends that clown each other also have like a deeper rooted friendship. Right. And there's I believe in that 100%. Yeah. Just when you jab your friend about whatever it is that he confided in you, doing it at the right time and the right way, so it's not hurtful.
It's not too soon.
That it's not too soon. I think is what allows both parties to laugh at it.
I'm not gonna lie. In certain occasions, depending on like what the situation is, say that is whatever I'm talking to you about and it's my fault. Go ahead and clown me. You know what I'm saying? Like call me out on my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but are you gonna listen though? Because sometimes like when you're upset, like I'll take me for example. Like if I'm upset about something, depending on what it is, I don't want to hear that right then and there, bro. Like I'm not like I'm in my feelings or whatever about that situation. So you trying to clown me, either I'm probably gonna leave the area, or me and you probably about to, you know what I'm saying?
30 seconds, man.
I'm finna come right. I'm gonna want my 30 seconds. I'm gonna come back at you and say something to like dig at you. You know what I'm saying? So I think it all like you said, it all just depends on the relationship. It depends on when and where you do it. But I would like if you come out and say like whatever, like he's come out and told me certain things. Like we've had conversations where he's come out and told me certain things that happened. And I'm not gonna sit there and lie. Like I laughed, but I didn't laugh like because of whatever. It's just me thinking of the situation. I'm like, yo, this is freaking crazy. That's like just my natural reaction to just like laugh at situations. Hence, laugh at Lavi, laugh at life.
There was an episode we filmed where I got choked out by somebody in front of a girl that I was talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nate, the day he told me this, bro, instead of me being like, bro, let's go find this dude, I was cracking up, bro. Did I feel bad for him? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, but again, so back to the insecurities. Do you feel like men have insecurities with their friends? Like I think sometimes like even in the friend circle, like your friend circles, guys can probably be insecure of their friends or whatever. Do you think that or like? So
if you let it get to you, it can. And I think there's 2 things that impact that. One, are these 2 people both on the same path to better themselves in whatever way that the person who feels insecure lacks? And then B, if not, the person who has it, whatever it is, are they making you feel bad about not having that? Or are they providing guidance and motivation to get you to wherever it is, whether it's, money or the gym or clothes or whatever it is. So is it being rubbed in your face, or is it being shared as in here are some tools that work
to help you and get you better? Now, okay, I like that.
That's where being transparent to like, your boys like comes into play, because how would I know if you don't tell me? You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's a brotherhood, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe like every friend has a role in your life. You know, I've learned something too. Like, I have different friend groups. You don't mix friend groups. I've learned that as well.
You gotta have your tiers. That's I learned
that the hard way.
You have your tier of friends. Like you have certain friends where it's just like when I hang out with this, I know I can't bring these certain people with me because they're this type of people. Where I can bring whatever. It's just, you got to have your tiers of friends and know who and how to do it. But also, too, it doesn't have to be friends. Just know who you hang with, bro. Like, know who you associate with yourself with. I think the main thing, like that brotherhood, like you said, is just, is it somebody who's uplifting you, or is it somebody that's tearing you down? And I think that all just comes down to the friendship that you have, which is just basically what we've been talking about, like creating that connection with somebody in a positive way where you know that person has the best outlook for you. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing that you're gonna be okay.
You said something earlier I want to piggyback off of regarding sometimes I just want to vent, right? So I think it should be more commonplace that when somebody's venting to you or you're venting to someone, I think the question should be asked, do you just want to be heard or are you looking for a solution? Because if all I want to do is be heard and you're instantly trying to provide solutions, I don't feel like you listen to me.
You know what? That's our main problem though, as men. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. 100%.
Do you know that as men, that's our main thing? Like, we get into so many fights with women. If you've ever been in a relationship, I can definitely attest to this with my ex. Me and her would get into fights. She would come home from work and vent to me about her day. You know what I'm saying? But like, as men, we're problem solvers. At least that's what I think most of us are. Like, we see something, we want to find a solution. Solution. So she would come home and be like, yo, this person doing this or whatever. And a lot of the time, she already knew what she had to do. It was like, I need to get this off my chest. Right? And like, I think as men, sometimes we forget that that's all we need to do sometimes. Like, just listen. We just got to be an ear. Because we do it to ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been times where I'm trying to vent to him and he's trying to, I'm like, bro, like, I ain't even finished it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even finished with my thoughts.
I'm so passionate about
so
like,
it's really like more so, again, like you said, like just saying that. And I think as men, we do need to ask those questions. Because I've told women before, bro, we're dumb. No offense. Fellas, Lavi, listen. Hey, guys, y'all know I love you. No, we're not. Guys, we're not that intelligent, man. We're dumb, okay? But in the same sense, too, as I say, all guys are dumb, all women are crazy. So women, if y'all want to fight me on that, y'all can do what y'all want to do. But it's the truth. All women are crazy, all guys are dumb. It just depends on the dumb and the crazy that you want to deal with for the rest of your life. That's all it is, bro. I'm telling you. Some dudes like a girl to throw stuff at them and they think it's attractive. Or to stab them.
Who signs up for that?
Bro, it's certain dudes that do.
I'm trying to live. Okay? Man, I'm trying to live.
All right? It's other girls that, they like to deal with a dude that, I ain't like her. I don't even know how I like her picture like that, man. Like, man, matter of fact, I let my homeboy hold my phone and he, yo, that's what girls like. Oh, you that stupid. Oh, you that. Some girls like that stupid. So I think it all just depends on,
that's find someone you don't have or want to lie to.
That part. All right. So talking about like insecurities, and you was talking about this, have y'all ever done some sucker stuff? I ain't gonna say it the way I was gonna say.
To get the girl?
Have you ever done some suckers to get the girl, get attention or whatever, to see if you can get attention from your crush or whatever?
Hell yeah.
You gotta give the story. Like, what you say, hell yeah, you gotta get a background. Like, you gotta give what happened?
It's dumb, but it's cliches too.
Go ahead.
I done overdraft my bank account to get, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't overdraft, but I definitely paid
over your budget.
Yeah. I definitely was like, it was a group of women. There was a particular woman I was trying to holler at, you know what I'm saying? And like, whatever. And then one of my homegirls was like, oh, so what's up? You got it? Like, you got us? Like, whatever. And like, you know what I'm saying? There was more. It's like one of those things where it's like, either you put up or shut up. Because it's like, if I say nah. Or you just be real to yourself and just come about it and say, nah, like this is whatever. But me, I was on some sucker stuff. I basically was a sucker that day and I went with it.
When you're young, you know what I'm saying? You tend to do dumb things.
Yeah. But I don't think that's an excuse though.
I use that, man. That's my excuse.
That's not an excuse, but your or.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that now, but go ahead.
So, just like he said earlier, when with the Michael B. Jordan thing, and I mentioned you might have been being tested. You could have also been being tested.
That's obvious. That's obvious right there. Yeah.
And so, if you had crafted a response that made her think twice about asking that question, you wouldn't have had to pony up the dough for the table of 5 or 6 or 8 people that was there. Sure. So I think you were being tested. She wanted to just see what you would say.
Got you. Yeah, I didn't take it at that, bro. At that time, I was young, I was dumb. I was like, oh, nah, I feel like you trying to, you know what I'm saying, call my calling card right now.
Trying to flex a little.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, I'm on whatever. And then the next day, I'm like, damn it, man. All right, so that was a great conversation. All right, so next thing is this. Well, I mean, they're not homeboys, but let's say Offset and Stefan was homeboys.
Oh, God.
Would you let your homeboy date your ex? Are you okay if your homeboy is like, hey, man, I don't know what happened. We just built a connection. And I was wondering if it's okay for me to date Shorty.
That happened to me. Long time ago, back in college. One of my friends was
so young. So I would have felt betrayed.
Nah, I want to hear this. Don't cut him off. I'm sorry. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
Back in college,
I'm trying to hear this.
Back in college, one of my friends was dating this girl, and then they fell out.
Okay,
and then we found ourselves connecting more, and so yes, okay. So I asked for his permission.
Okay.
He said he didn't care.
Okay.
She and I dated for, a couple semesters, and then that was it. This is 20 years ago.
20 plus years. Okay. How was your boy about it?
He was cool. He didn't care. He genuinely did not care.
Okay. So if this was a situation that happened to you, would you care? And again, I know we have context, so there's 2 contexts that we have here. Mm-hmm. We came up with it before the show, so I'm gonna let y'all know right now. The context is this: 1, the person that your homeboy's trying to get at doesn't have a baby with the other guy, with his homeboy. Okay. The second one is that's his baby mama. So all right, here we go. All right, here we go. Go.
So if there's no kid involved, like there's a good chance that if my friend is asking me, can he date my ex? There's a good chance that she knows me pretty well. Mm-hmm. And so that's going to lead me to think that like there's been some homework done or some conversations happening behind my back that I maybe or may not have been aware of. Mm-hmm. And so the context of how this connection came about.
That's what girls do, right?
I would have questions about.
Whatever? Yeah.
This one.
Yep, that one, yeah.
I would have questions about the connection for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I like that.
That's a deep one right there.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
That's deep.
Go ahead. Oh, I'm about to piggyback off his right. Go ahead, please.
So I thought about this question, right? So like, it's one thing that like, okay, dang, if your homeboy do ask you like, hey, would you mind if I date such and such? You know what I'm saying? And I say no. You know what I'm saying? I would expect for him to respect my wishes, right?
Right.
And if he went behind my back, then
you feel like that's suspect.
Yeah. But then again, like, what if like, whatever they got going on is meant to be whatever? That's like, that's like a level of maturity or whatever the case may be.
Are you at that level of maturity?
Me, no. I probably need another 20 more years.
He can admit it though. He can admit it, gentlemen.
But listen, if I be like, you know what, then you really like this girl or whatever, go ahead. But don't expect me, don't
ask me to the wedding. Don't ask me to
so just give me some time to process.
Gotcha.
If you will, you know?
Don't ask me on no like, I'm about to hang out with such and such. You gonna pull up with me?
Well, we're having brunch.
You want to come? You want to come hang out with us at brunch?
I'll be in that corner selling my like, you did this to me. I can't believe they talking now.
So for me, I feel like nobody owns nobody, right? At the end of the day, unless you're married. If you're dating somebody, nobody owns nobody. But I do also feel like there's a sense of loyalty that you should have to your partner. I would if you really felt that strongly about that young lady, I think that for me, I think it's just a little bit weird that you feeling that strongly about my girl. and you know that I've been dating her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost to the point that I'd rather you just bring those feelings up to me from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? As like you see me dating her, just be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, your girl bad, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I can know like, okay, whatever. You get what I'm saying? But like for me to find out after the fact, that would, because like you said, for me, my thinking would be the same. I'm gonna have a mindset of like, yo, it's been some tic-tac-toeing going on when I was never around or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So then it's gonna make me question two people now.
Yeah.
I question you and I question her.
Mm-hmm.
There's two loyalties that I question now. You know what I'm saying? Like now I can't even look at you as a homeboy. Cause it's like, bro, like how, you know what I'm saying? Like this is whatever, you know, and you at like anytime, oh nah, bro. Especially because you know how most dudes, bro, I never do that, bro.
So I think that if you as the guy who wants to date the girl that your buddy dated, if you're that guy, you have to ask yourself, like, potentially, I don't know how my homeboy is going to react to me asking him about his ex.
Right.
So do I want to explore something with his ex bad enough to where I'm willing to risk the friendship with this guy? Now, is it somebody who I met like a week ago, or is it somebody who I've known for 20 years?
Right.
Yeah, I was just about to point that out.
And I think that's why the context is so important, because like I think if it's a woman that I was dating for like 3 to 6 months, a year, I ain't gonna hold you. More than likely, I ain't gonna care.
Or even like,
you know what I'm saying? But like if I've been with you for like, if I was dating this chick for about a year and a half, 2 years or whatever like that, to me, I feel like when you start dating for somebody over 2 years, a year and a half or whatever like that, for me, I feel like that's something that probably was serious. You get me? I don't know about dating nowadays, but for me back in the day, because I wasn't trying to attach myself to nobody for a year for no reason. I think that was stupid. And I still think that's stupid. So if I'm attaching myself to you for that long, I think it's serious. So if my homeboy comes up to me after you know I've dated this chick for this long, you still want to be like, hey, bro, like whatever. Kind of like, you know, yeah, like I said, I don't know. That's a touchy subject. Left at Lavi family, we need y'all feedback on this topic. I would definitely like to hear back from you guys. Ladies, I know y'all got something to say. Fellas, I know y'all got something to say. Don't be shy. Put it in the comments, whether it's Instagram, the YouTube, the TikTok, the Facebook. We want to hear from you guys. So make sure that y'all let us know what's going on. Y'all ready for the next topic? The next topic is that particular young lady that you've been dating for years, or matter of fact, you weren't dating for years. You just met this young lady. And y'all start to get serious. And she has a tattoo. Well, we're in context. We got two contexts. She has a tattoo of a dude that she used to date, or she has a tattoo of her baby daddy on her.
The name, right?
The name. Tattoo of the baby daddy's name on them. Not R.I.P., like a claim. Like, this is his body.
Where's the tattoo?
Neck, let's say neck, back, chest, or butt. I think butt is the worst. But whatever. y'all like how I did that, right?
What you did there.
That was, hey, on my feet, quick on my feet. So let me know, fellas. Man. Talk to me. Shorty, you dating Shorty? Y'all getting serious? She has a tattoo. Are you telling her to cover that, or should she already had it in her mind to cover it?
And so I'm gonna probably ask the girl first things first, like, that's usually conversations as you get to know somebody. Do you have any tattoos? When was your first one? When was your last one? What do they mean to you? What made you get them?
Sure.
And so her responses, or the context that she provides, would formulate my answer. For example, if like, heaven forbid, he got sick or she got sick, and it's the mother of the child, or something like
a widow type thing.
Exactly. Gotcha. Then that's understandable.
Gotcha.
Like, for example, who was it? Lauren London has Nipsey Hussle tattooed on her arm.
Right.
So anybody that she dates is gonna have to deal with that.
So as a guy, you couldn't be like, so Lauren, like, I know you lost Nipsey, but I want to marry you. You gonna cover that? Like, a dude shouldn't be able to, like, you don't even try to come up with that.
Her tattoo, that thing is so big. It covers her whole arm, so you couldn't cover it. So like I don't know if I would
I
actually
can't.
cover. I
The
don't
way
know.
that you're scratching your head like that, you got something to say, and I can't wait. Nah, keep going, Nate. Finish what you got to say.
Yeah, so like if it's as big a tattoo as Lauren London's, you can't really cover that up.
Mm-hmm.
And like I would try to just like, as getting to know the girl, try to get an idea of how I think she would react to getting another tattoo. Does she have 50 and she would make it 51? Or does she have, that's the only tattoo that she got, and what's the context behind it? So that would formulate my opinion.
Does that fall into male insecurities too?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Because
you think that's a legit reason to feel away?
Yeah, because I think an insecurity.
Right.
I think
I don't think that's insecurity.
Yeah,
okay, I'm not saying it is. I just wanted to ask the question just because at the end of the day, that's what we were talking about. So, because Laugh at Lavi audience, let us know too. Do you think that's an insecurity for a dude or a woman? Vice versa. A guy can have a tattoo of a girl on his body. A girl has a tattoo of her ex-boyfriend, baby daddy. Guy has a tattoo of his ex-girlfriend, baby mama on his body or on her torso. What's up? So go ahead, bro.
Just to be clear, I want to say insecurity is like something that's making you feel away, but you just can't help it.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? It's something that you got to work on.
Okay,
not just like a feeling that
like
you
it's
just.
an actual,
That's not like a temporary feel or whatever, right? But as far as the tattoo on the body, man, listen, man, hey,
she got to go. She got to get that. She got to get rid of that.
Yeah, because
she got to go. She got to get rid of that.
I'm not gonna say she got to go, but. Dog, it's gonna be like it's gonna be some discussions. I prefer that she cover it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want her to put my name on her body either.
Is it now? Are you talking about baby daddy or
okay?
boyfriend?
Which one would? Okay, listen. If it's an ex, I could care less about the ex name tatted on her. But like the baby daddy, listen, you already got a kid with the person. Like the tattoos, like when you doubling down, like what?
How old was the person when they got the tattoo?
Hey yo,
I understand you looking for every type of like context.
That's okay though. That's good.
I'm not even trying to hear.
You ain't trying to hear none of that. You don't give a damn about that. What you saying? At the end of the day, it's like, bro, you baby daddy. You already got a kid. You ain't gotta have the person's name too. Okay.
I feel like he did that. The baby daddy did that. Like had her do that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, be ahead on, future peoples, you know?
This is my mindset on it. If I ever were to get a significant other's whatever tattooed on me and I started dating somebody new, I feel as though, depending on how I feel about that person, I'm going to want to do that myself anyway. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like, if you're really that special to me or you're that whatever, obviously we can have a conversation for me to be like, hey, how do you feel about me having this particular person's name tatted on me or whatever like that? But if I feel like, oh, I'm feeling this strongly about you and we have a conversation and I know that it might not whatever, because I know I feel that strongly about you, I'd get it covered. You know what I'm saying? Like, like people... Listen, people live, people die. That's life. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Whether I was dating somebody and we were together for 20 years and they died, because of this or whatever, and I got their name tattooed, but at the end of the day, like, we knew that there was going to be an ending to this. So at the end of the day, you got to be ready for your new beginnings as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, I feel like as a person, you got to grow from that. If you still want to have an ex's name tattooed on you and stuff like that, to me, I feel like you're not letting go of that. And if that person's still alive and you got a tattoo on them, oh man, go to hell. go to hell. In the word, boy, go to hell in the words of my mother. What? Bro, if I'm with you and you got your person's name tattooed on you, bro, and we've been together for at least 2-3 years, and not one time have you thought to be like, yo, you know what, I should probably cover this, or we about to be... Man, hell no. Nah. I'm sorry.
I don't have any tattoos.
Right.
How many do you have?
I got... Shit, that's a great question. I like about 5.
5. You got any?
I just got one.
Just one? Yeah. So, two things.
Now my mom knows.
Yep.
We'll edit that. We'll edit that.
Go ahead, though. We're gonna let that shit roll.
I think that because tattoos are permanent, I think people should find a less permanent way to demonstrate their feelings, their emotions, and love, number one. And then number two, as somebody who already has 5 tattoos or 10 tattoos or whatever, if you offer to get another one, it may not be received the way you intended it because you like tattoos and you get tattoos anyway. So the gesture that you'd be trying to make may or may not be received in the same way that you would intend for it. So because of that, I would look for a less permanent way to demonstrate my care or affection for somebody.
So if you're a person that loves to get tattoos, it's like, bro, don't get nobody's name on you. It's just a smarter way of not. It makes sense because if you know that you like to get tattoos, why get somebody's name on you? Because I've already told y'all, I said it on every episode, the last 2-3 episodes, and I'm going to say it on this one too. Dating in 2005 has become like a car damn dealership. It's like leasing a car.
Wait, 2005, you said?
2025, sorry.
Okay.
Dating in 2025, I apologize. Dating in 2025 has become like a car dealership where like literally people are just leasing people for a certain amount of months, and then I'm not happy with you or whatever. We break up, and then I go to the next person. To the point where like friends are dating friends. Like the reason why we came up with this topic is not that we just came up for whatever, because literally nowadays, like you're literally dating your homeboy's ex-girl. Because some of these relationships aren't even lasting that long out here, bro. Like 2-3 months in, I'm not happy because
it's not even relationships,
she's not doing that.
They're not even relationships for real.
It's not. It's just like it's a lease. It's a lease. That's what I'm saying. It's like a car dealership. It's a lease.
They done dealt with the person before. You know what I'm saying?
It's just weird to me. You know what I'm saying?
A situationship.
That part. I like that. Yeah. That, and it's kind of like,
it's getting out of hand, man.
Yeah.
It's the access. It's the access.
Bruh, that internet is crazy, man. That internet is crazy.
All the apps.
I remember when I was younger.
All the apps. Like the dating apps for a while. Like, bro, y'all been on the dating apps?
Oh, man. I
was.
Bro, them women are... Ladies, I ain't... Not all of y'all.
They sharks, bro.
They sharks. I'm telling you right now, the same way some of these dudes be in the dating apps and the DMs, some of the women be the same way, dog.
If not, just as bad.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. And if y'all want to talk about it, bring it to the comments. I would love to hear. Because I got some tea. All right, we're about to get into the culture because it's like our last couple of things before we finish up. Nate. On a Negro holiday, Juneteenth, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on, wait. I think the only one I know is Juneteenth.
Martin Luther King Day? Motherfucker. All right, come on, man. Kwanzaa? Shit. All right, here we go. On any Negro or brown-skinned person holiday, Spanish, whatever, anybody that's a minority, is that fine?
Okay, yeah.
Anybody that's a minority that has a holiday during the year, do you feel that white people should still be working?
I feel that everybody should work on days that they are supposed to work. And on any particular holiday, I want everyone and anyone to take time to educate themselves on what the holiday is for.
I like that.
So
I'm piggybacking off of you.
If you're not gonna work, whoever you are, understand why you're not working.
I like that. That was good.
I'm just trying. Hey, don't I just want a chill day or something like no work?
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, but honestly, I feel like both. I agree with both of y'all.
Mm-hmm. I didn't say nothing yet, so I don't know what you're agreeing on.
You came up with this question though.
No, I came up with the question, but I didn't agree. I didn't say nothing. I didn't just like my take.
Okay, he just likes my answer.
You want to hear my take?
Yeah, let me hear your take. Then
I love his answer.
Okay.
Now, for me, hell yeah, white people should still be working on Martin Luther King Day, on any other damn holiday that doesn't associate them with us, okay? When you talk about Veterans Day, Memorial Day, we were in that shit too, okay? Black people died for this damn country. Haitians died for this country. We were in the Civil War with them and everything. We don't get that recognition the way that they get a lot of recognition. So for me, truthfully speaking, sorry, Moon Blanc, but go to work, okay? Sorry. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, y'all shot Martin Luther King dead, okay? In the head, okay? Now, I love Nate's comeback. The part where he said, if you're gonna educate yourself on that day off about why this day is important to the African American, the Hispanic culture, whatever culture or minority culture it may be, I'm all for that. Like, I think and that's why we have this show. The reason why we came up with this show is because we want to give different cultures and education on all the different backgrounds that are in this world, bro. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the wars, the fights, the murders, whatever it is that goes on in society, it's you don't understand these people. Oh, black people are loud. Bro, we loud everywhere. You just don't understand. Like, if you hung out around us, you would understand that. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with Caucasian people. They might have a certain thing where we're just like, casserole. Why y'all always do it? There's probably a reason for casserole. And we don't even know why the hell they got casserole. But you know what? We need to figure it out. Because at the end of the day,
they got a lot of casseroles.
Bro, they got a lot of casseroles, bro. And you don't know why.
Say it with your chest.
Bro, but at the end of the day, like, I think a lot of our issues is because we don't take the time to learn about different cultures. And like, if you're gonna take that day off, I truly think that, you should take that day off to educate yourself, because you're gonna learn some things that you would never learn before. Like, me taking some days off to just learn about, bro, I've learned so much. Just Wikipedia teaches you a lot. Sometimes Wikipedia be lying too. But like, if you take the time to look up different cultures and just learn about why because you learn about why certain cultures are so angry about this or whatever. Like, we spoke about the Jamaican culture, why they hate homosexuality. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons, and I'll say it again if nobody heard it, one of the reasons why Jamaicans hate homosexuality is because Jamaica was one of the main islands where they would bring the male slaves over there to break them. So like, how can you not build a hate for that? Because that's what they were doing to straight males or whatever like that, and literally like raping them in front of other males or their wives or their children. Like, yeah, how can you not have and LGBT community don't come for me, because I love y'all too, all right? What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that Jamaicans are right in hating homosexuality, but you can kind of be like, oh, I can see the origin. Why. That's all I'm saying. And it's just about us learning about that, you know what I'm saying? But Moon Blanc, long story short, yeah, I need to work on Black people holidays, man. Or minority holidays, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's how I feel. And then
I need to study up on Cinco de Mayo, because
my name is Juan Jorges. My name is Juan Hisak Jorges. Yeah, on Cinco de Mayo. I'm Mexican. They qualified me. Right? Y'all qualified me. Let me know.
My middle name's Añejo on Cinco de Mayo.
What? Añejo is crazy.
Hey,
okay.
I like that.
Cinco de Mayo, we lit. We lit Cinco de Mayo, baby. Hey, man, look. So, guys, the show's about to end. I appreciate you guys for staying with us this long. Nate, I appreciate you for being on here. Sorry, it's kind of been a little bit like a sweatbox in this motherfucker. But it be like that sometimes. That let us know when we're having good conversations, because we're on sweat in here. It's not good. So, but last but not least, Nate, we're going to teach you something today, man. We're going to give you a Creole word of the day, bro.
Creole word of the day?
Mm-hmm. Creole word of the day, bro.
All right.
Yeah. So today, the Creole word of the day is called Monty or Monte. Okay?
Monty or Monte.
So a Monte. There you go. Monty is a lie. A Monte is a liar. Mm-hmm. Okay? The way that you spell Monty is M-A-N-T-I. The way that you spell Monte is M-A-N-T-E with like a little like nice little accent on top, okay? So anytime you're hanging with some Haitians, now you know how to, if they ever call you a Monty, you know what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? All right. They tell you, Monty, all right? Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody lies. So it's good to know what it means in different languages. You get what I'm saying? So now we done educated Nate. Hopefully we educated y'all on what Monty is. You ever lie? Obviously,
put me on spot. I mean, I've lied before.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna give you. I probably might educate you today too. Do y'all want to know the first people to ever lie to y'all?
It's your parents.
Your parents, exactly. Your parents were the first people to lie to y'all. Laugh at Lavi, okay? Remember when you went to the hospital and the doctor brought out that needle, and your mom or your dad looked at you in the face and said, "It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt. You're okay. It's okay. It's okay." And you're looking at that needle like, "That shit like it's gonna hurt, mom." "No, baby, it's okay. It's not gonna hurt."
Oh yeah.
And that doctor poked you with that damn needle.
Well, but that may not have been a lie, though. She may have been. Your parents may have been speaking futuristically. When you're grown, it's not going to hurt.
Nate,
it's going to hurt right now.
F that. You should have said that too. You should have said that too. You didn't say that.
Like,
you said it wasn't going to hurt.
It's not going to hurt when you're older.
Yeah, she didn't say that for
I still don't fuck with needles.
Yeah, dog. To this day, okay?
Yeah.
To this day.
My parents tricked me. They said, "Oh, we're going to Pizza Hut. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little kiss meal or whatever." Nah, they went straight to the clinic that was next to Pizza Hut.
Got that boy stuck up and still ain't give him no pizza.
Oh man,
bro, I'm telling you, listen. So Lavi at the end of the day, understand that
Pizza was right next door to it.
When you want to talk about Monty,
same parking lot, maybe.
You want to talk about a Montez, your parents were probably the first one to lie to y'all. So don't take it up with me. Don't take it up with Lavi at Lavi. Go talk to your mom. Go talk to your daddy. See what happens, okay? And then if y'all want to come back to the comments and we can talk about it, and if y'all feel like maybe I might be telling the truth, we can talk about it more.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is real.
All right.
When I found out Santa Claus wasn't real,
Easter.
Santa Claus was Haitian. The guy at the school was a Haitian Santa Claus.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's why I knew Santa Claus was
Merry Christmas.
That's not what I seen in the movies.
Nate, somebody tell you Merry Christmas? Come on, bro. That's not Santa. What?
You never know.
Nah, dog. So,
how old were you when you
Nah, Santa Claus is real. You heard what that man said.
Santa did some research on Juneteenth, and he was, trying to educate himself on different holidays.
So Santa took the day off,
changing his accent.
You see, Santa took the day off. Santa had to take the day off from work. He took the day off. You see? Nate, so Moon Blanc.
I'm not gonna lie, you probably a good debater. This man got explanation for everything, y'all.
Ladies, if y'all want to jump in this DM, just know you got something. You got something to come back with.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Don't think you about to just get him on something.
Bro, very detailed, bro.
He got something for your butt. Hey man, we got one more clip and then we out, man. Go ahead and play that JT clip, man. Bottom. Yep, right there. No, go up where it says makeup. Yep, perfect.
That can't be JT, bro.
That is. It's crazy, right?
I think men should see us in our natural state before they get in a real relationship with us.
Whenever I've heard a man say, "Let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair," I feel that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep. Don't come over here thinking that I'm going to go to Sephora and get you some makeup. So I need to see you without all that because I want to strip you of all that. Because I ain't got it. When a man says that to you, he wants to strip you of everything.
You're a gorgeous woman, but at the end of the day, we can all agree to disagree. I'm just gonna say I disagree with what she said, but I'm gonna always, like I said, we're gonna go to our guests first. I want to hear what you got to say about that.
I couldn't hear. I got no sound.
Okay, damn it. So
I had no sound.
What she was saying was basically the clip is that whenever a man says that, oh, they want to see what you look like without no makeup, it's like they're trying to downgrade you and not. They want to basically downgrade your upkeep. Like they want to make you like stop spending money to go get makeup or whatever like that. And it's like basically like a dude like.
That's not what she said. Guys come up to me like, oh, I want to see how you look without the makeup and stuff. Right. And then her response, her take is when guys say that, they say that because
they don't have the money.
They don't have the money to afford your upkeep with the makeup. I'm like, bro.
Tell me how you feel, Nate.
Don't lie, Nate. You could take
this without the makeup.
You could take this a whole bunch of ways.
Nate, have you ever told a chick that you like her without no makeup?
Yes.
What did you mean by that when you said that, Nate?
When she doesn't wear makeup, she's still attractive. Mm. So I think that if somebody says that to a girl, they want to know if they're still attractive without the makeup.
Ladies, most guys just want to see if you have natural beauty.
That's it.
Can I keep it honest with you? Most guys like natural beauty. A lot of y'all, no offense. I love that. First of all, I'm not taking away from what y'all do. I love when y'all wear makeup. I love when y'all get dressed up. I love the heels. I love the extensions. I love the lace fronts. I love the weaves. I love all of that. But most dudes, all right, maybe not all lace fronts. Is that what you're trying to say? Not all lace fronts? All right, maybe not all lace fronts. The ones where like you keep the baby, it's like, it's not even no baby hair, but it's like all the way up to your eyebrow, like that. I think that's what he's talking about. But moving forward, okay. I know what you're trying to say. Hey, moving forward. What we're trying to say is most guys don't mind seeing their girl in some shorts and a tank top, man. That does it for us.
His tank top, your tank top.
My tank, listen, it does it for us. It's weird. I know. It's seeing you in our t-shirt with your hair like in a fudged up bun. If you got hair to put it in the bun. Maybe you don't have hair to put it in the bun. Maybe you just got a short buzz. We don't care. When a guy's into you, he's into you. If y'all want to know what I mean by that, DM me. I can't give you no other information besides that.
No, bro. I know I'm
go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Hey, let's wrap it up, bro. I'm burning.
Hey, man, thank you guys for tuning in to Laugh at Lavi, man. Like we always tell y'all, if you're not laughing,
you're not living.
That part. I'm going to go ahead and close this out with a prayer and then we out, man. Father God, thank you again for this time. Thank you for the audience that tuned in with us. Thank you for Nate pulling up on us. Thank you for this great conversation that we had. This was a great conversation. Hopefully we can bring some more of our audiences on to have great conversations with them. We love you, Father. We thank you for all you do. It's in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Laugh out loud, man. Like we tell y'all, if y'all not laughing, y'all not living. We out.
Shout out to Haiti.
That part.
Yeah.